Good morning and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to take you through a day in my life, focusing on all the little wellness habits that have compounded over time and made my life a lot better. Just went for a walk with my dog. We got like 2,000 steps, which is a good start to the day. And I'm starving. I typically don't eat before I go to the gym, but today I'm gonna switch up the routine. I'm gonna make the breakfast that I've been loving lately. And then it's time for a leg day, which I'm trying to like mentally prepare myself for. Okay, let's go. New angle unlocked. This is exciting. I just got to the gym and I now understand the purpose of a car rot. In New York, I would walk to the gym, of course. It's pretty close. It was like 3 blocks away, but there was no rotting before the gym, and now I thoroughly understand just sitting in your car for like 5 to 10 minutes before you go in. Today we have a leg day and I'm starting a new program as well, which I'm really excited about. I typically would be like on a little bro split, if you will, like a push-pull legs, but instead of that, I'm changing to 2 lower body days, 2 upper body days. If you're like, what are you actually saying right now? Push-pull legs, I would do all my push muscles, chest, shoulders, triceps, pull muscles, back, biceps, and then my 2 leg days, I would do glutes and hamstrings and then quads and calves. But that is only getting me hitting the muscle group once per week, and I want to hit it more than once. I want to see how my body reacts to that. So for my upper body, I'm doing all of the muscles, chest, back, shoulders, tricep, biceps, both days, so it gets more reps, more volume throughout the week. But we've got a leg day today. We've got hip thrusts, like kettlebell front rack squat, leg extensions, single leg RDL, glute hyperextensions, and some abductions. So it's gonna be a big day. I'm excited to see how I like this new program. I've never been to the gym at this time, but it looks a little bit busy. I've been in a little bit of a workout rut. And I think it's because for like the past like 3 weeks, I've not been using a program. I'm literally a personal trainer. I write my own programs. It takes me not a lot of time. So why have I not done that for myself? I don't know. So I've just been kind of like going by what I'm feeling. And that's my mistake. Because what I'm feeling is going for a walk. Can I go for a walk? No, because it's been raining for the past like week straight here in Tampa. So when I show up and I have a plan written for me, there's kind of like no and ifs or buts. It's not what are you feeling, it's what's on my plan, let's get that done. So hopefully this kind of sparks the joy back in working out for me. I've been weight training for, oh gosh, I'm gonna age myself, since I was 18, and how old am I now? 25, quick math, 7 years. So of course it's gonna ebb and flow of like my motivation, but just getting back on track, if you will, and being disciplined with, I know this is good for me. I know right now I'm procrastinating going to do some hard things, but I'm gonna feel better on the other side of it. Little reminders like that. I didn't take pre-workout, but there was an Alani Nu Witch's Brew just calling my name in the fridge. But I already had a double espresso this morning, so I feel like that should not be the journey I take today. Rest assured that Alani Nu Witch's Brew will be mine soon. I really want to try the Alani Nu. It's like a pumpkin cream. It has to be heinous. It cannot be good. Like a creamy energy drink. I don't know. But I am a pumpkin girl. It's the end of August, but I've been drinking pumpkin things since like August 1st. So I do want to try it. I don't know where it's being sold. I've only seen it sold in variety packs, and I'm not committing to buying 12 of those freaking things. So enough of me yapping. I've been doing that far enough. time to go train legs. Back home, just got myself put together, gonna make some lunch, then get ready to coach. I need to sequence. I'll take you through how I sequence solid core classes. Before I get there, the first things first, you need to see how cute this is. Because it's been raining all week in Florida, I believe we're officially in hurricane season. It's been giving me a good opportunity to actually wear a long sleeve. So I've been layering this denim jacket, which is still pretty light, over my activewear sets when I'm going to coach, and I love it. And this is from Quince. Apparently I've been living under a rock because I did not know Quince made clothes. Obsessed with their sheets. The blue gingham sheets that you saw me make my bed with this morning, I bought those from Quince when I was doing apartment shopping before we moved to Tampa, and they hold up to all the good reviews that I read about. I've washed them weekly for like over 2 months. The quality is still great. The price point was there. Amazing. So they sent me a few pieces of clothing and I could not be more excited. All of the activewear that you saw me wear this morning was also from Quince. The cute little light blue set I went for a walk in, the set I went to the gym in, and this cute little top is as well. As someone who quite literally lives in activewear, I wear activewear to coach, which is my job. I love activewear. I'm always like a little skeptical to try out a new brand that I do not know, but this has exceeded all expectations. One, it feels like almost like a buttery, like second skin, like you're like, oh, okay, just double checking that I'm wearing something. But I also love that it's not in your face branding. Even when it's a little logo, I'm sometimes like, I'm like, let's just not. I want to see a crisp, clean, chic, just like black little workout top, and this is exactly what I've got. Again, I said I was a little picky, I am, but the activewear was great. I'll link everything from Quince in this video down in the description box. But while we're on the Quince train, one more thing I want to show you. They make supplements too. Like, come on, first of all, packaging is so cute. I'm about to make my staple smoothie for lunch, and part of that smoothie is collagen. And look how cute this little collagen is. Not only is it cute, but again, very good price. $30 for 30 servings, which if you look at other brands, that is not the price that they're going for. So I've been very impressed with the collagen. I use this every day. Good for hair, skin, nails, joints, all the things. Love her. This has been a new addition for me that I am obsessed with. When I was in college, I took a lot of lion's mane, like before I went to class or I had like a big like study block. I was like, okay, caffeine's not gonna do it because I'm gonna be jittery and I'm gonna crash. But what can I do that's gonna actually make me focus, concentrate, all the things? And lion's mane was that girl, and apparently still is. I've been taking these like 30 minutes to an hour before I coach. I do feel like the sharpest tool in the shed. I'm like very on top of it. If you've been to a solid core class, you were talking for the entire 50 minutes. And I do that back to back. So almost 2 hours straight, I am yapping, pulling words out of who knows where. And it has become a lot easier and streamlined when I'm taking lion's mane. So I'm not gonna take this quite yet. I coach at 4, I'll leave here around 3. I'll take this right before I leave, but this has been like a new staple in my routine.
25 grams of protein in a cookie. $4.50 a cookie at 25 grams of protein. I mean, it's a lot, but it's not awful, you know. I like things with fillings, you know.
I don't know if I'd like that. I feel like that's not my ideal cookie.
Dragon pre-workout cookie. Look at this.
That's, no.
I need to,
That's
what
too
is this
far.
about?
Is there actual caffeine in the cookie? So there's caffeine in the cookie. That's crazy.
There's caffeine in the cookie.
There's caffeine in the cookie?
There's caffeine in the cookie.
Well, there's
So,
not.
yes, there is.
I just sat down and finished my solid core sequencing for my 2 classes, which I will chat with you about. But first things first, the 2 things aren't gonna sound correlated, but I was reminded of another habit I wanted to share because Taylor Swift got engaged, which we just found out about an hour ago when I'm filming this, but I don't think I'll ever forgive myself because my boyfriend found out before me because I was locked out of my Instagram, which is what I wanted to chat with you about. I know a lot of people right now like Brick, which is like a thing that's separate from your phone. You have to like, you essentially brick yourself out of your app, so you can't use them unless you have like the physical device. And something about it stresses me out for circumstances like this where Taylor freaking Swift is getting engaged, and like if I was out of the house, I could not pull up Instagram for an emergency to see the photos, to see the ring. Oh my god. Anyways, I've been using an app called Opal. I have a 45-day streak. Thank you, thank you. I know. Round of applause. It's 2 p.m. and my total screen time has been 2 hours and 15 minutes, which is not too shabby if you ask me. And I like it because I used to just like set limits on apps on my phone, which if you know, you know, those are the easiest thing to like bypass. So I would just type in Instagram, press ignore for the day, and then my app is unlocked. On Opal, you kind of set your own routine. So I have like 2 kind of blocked routines. My first one is called Mindful Morning, and it's from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. where I cannot go on the apps that I blocked, which is like any type of social media or pretty much anything besides my phone, messages, Spotify, and podcasts. And I have an afternoon one that I called Stop the Scroll because I was in like a deep dark cycle of like an afternoon doom scroll instead of like going for a walk or doing something productive to actually get energy throughout the afternoon when I would tend to be like slumping. I would just sit and scroll. Literally a doom scroll for so long. So this is Stop the Scroll, and I have it from, let's see, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. So a good chunk of the afternoon. And when you want to break this, I'm gonna break it just so I can show you how it goes. I can ask for a little break. And this one's only 5 seconds, probably because it's my second break, but usually it has like a 30-second like breathe in, breathe out to make you actually really ponder, really think, is going on any of these apps that I blocked off really this important? Gives you a minute to rethink your decision. And if you do the little breathing, you can press continue, take a break, and set how long you want the break for, but it only goes up to 15 minutes. So I set a 5-minute break so I could look at Taylor Swift's photos, see the ring, and we're back to blocking off the apps. If you've been thinking about a brick, but a separate device is just 1, too much, 2, you don't want to pay for it, I use Opal for free. I have been for 45 days, as you saw, and I really love it. No complaints. My screen time has been drastically lower since I've been starting using it. Okay, but that brings me to what I've been doing when my apps were blocked, which is getting ready for my Solid Core class. I coached in New York for about 2 years, and then I just transferred over to the Hyde Park studio in Tampa, which has been such a good experience. Everyone is so kind. The coaches are great. The clients are amazing as well. Everyone's so sweet and really strong. So today is a center glute and an arm wrap day. If you've been to Solid Core, you know every day is a different muscle focus. Center glutes, my favorite. Arm wrap is probably my second favorite behind back. Anyways, I have lots of first timers and new clients, a few advanced clients sprinkled in there. So that gave me a good idea of the intensity I want my sequence to be at. Speaking and chatting about Solid Core, it is time to pack up and get going. So I'm going to touch up my makeup because tears did come down when I saw the Taylor pictures. So I'm gonna touch up my makeup really quick, fill up my water bottle, take my lion's mane from Quince, and then get on the road. Back home from Solid Core, the lion's mane did its thing. My brain was sharp. Classes went very, very well, which is always a good feeling when you leave. Now it's dinner time. It is 7 o'clock. I am ravenous, starving. My stomach is growling. I did win most dramatic in high school, if you can't tell with all the actual drama. But it's nights like these that I'm thanking my past self for meal prepping. So it's gonna take me less than like 5 minutes to assemble and warm up, and that is what I need because, as you heard, the girl is starving. So, dinner time, finally. Okay, and this is dinner. I already had the chicken, chickpeas, and Brussels sprouts prepped and ready, so I just microwave those. If you haven't done the microwave sweet potato trick, it saves my life every time I have one. take a whole sweet potato, stab it with a fork a bunch of times, wrap it in a wet paper towel, microwave 3 minutes, turn it around, microwave 3 minutes the other side, and it comes out like almost like steamed, like a perfect mashed sweet potato. So we got that, some pickled red onions, some sprouts, and then a little tahini on top. And I'm so excited. Okay, we are looking like a glazed little donut, which means it is time for bed. I had a great day filled with all of the little habits that make me feel my best. When I'm doing these consistently, not only am I feeling good, but I'm able to show up for everyone in my life also as my best self, which makes me feel great. I just did a little bit of skincare. I am going to brush my teeth, put my eye mask on, put my red light on, and then be out for the night. Thank you so much for coming along a day in my life and watching this video. And thank you to Quince for sponsoring it and sending now my top favorite activewear. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.